From the National Space Program.
You're an astronaut? That's so cool.
I just finished watching Under the Christmas Sky. And Holiday Jumbo. I give this movie a 3. The plot itself was kind of interesting because you don't see a lot of movies about science where like the actual main character is a scientist, and so I was excited about that. And so basically the Hallmark movie was about a lady who was in a car accident and it affected her vision, and basically she worked for like the Hallmark equivalent of NASA, and so she was kind of like an astronaut. And she was on medical leave from the car accident because her eye is kind of messed up, and she is able to find love through the course of the movie. So the reason it is a 3 is because the guy in this movie was kind of trash. Like, we're in 2024 and he just kind of seemed a little misogynistic, condescending, and I'm not here for that at all. We're 2024, no. For instance, he got upset when the main character, the girl, was supposed to be coming to help him with his exhibit at the planetarium, because in his mind he's like, I'm a man, I don't need help. And so he had an issue with that, and his boss was a woman, and there was this whole dynamic. And they brought up how in the movie the previous boss that he had was a man, and how he let him do his thing, didn't like tell him anything, while this new lady is trying to get him to be more creative, and he kind of has a more stoic personality, so he doesn't feel that that's for him. But yeah, it was not like, just his character in general I had issues with, and I was like, oh, I'm not feeling this. But I really liked the main character, the lead. She did really good. And the brother in this movie, I liked him too. I thought he was really good and he was funny, and it focused on figuring out what you want to do with your life. And I know for my generation, y'all, we're still figuring it out. Like, and that's okay. And that's kind of what this movie was focusing on. Like, you have an idea in your mind, like when you're a child, you're like, I want to be this. And life happens, things change, and it's kind of just going on and moving and going with those twists and the turns. And that's kind of what this movie was. Like, it was people figuring out what they wanted to do, what their next move was. And I related to that because it's hard, y'all, out here. It's so hard, but we just have to support one another and we'll figure it out, because that's what we do. That's what we as a human race do, and we'll continue to do. But yeah, so I give this movie a 3. It was definitely entertaining. There were some boring parts that could have like been sped up. I definitely think it's something that you should watch, and let me know what you think. If you've seen the movie, if you watch it, let me know and we can discuss. See you in the next review. This has been another episode of Real Talk with Noelle.